Okay, this one's for Gabby. Ooh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I?
If heaven was an hour, it would be twilight, when the fireflies start their dancing on the lawn, and supper's on the stove, and mama's laughing, and everybody's working day is done. If heaven was a town, it would be my town. Oh, on a summer day in 1985, and everything I wanted was out there waiting, and everyone I loved was still alive. Don't cry a tear for me now, baby. There comes a time we all must say goodbye, and if that's what heaven's made of, you know I ain't afraid to die. If heaven was a pie, it would be cherry, so cool and sweet and heavy on the tongue, and just one bite would satisfy your hunger, and there'd always be enough for everyone. If heaven was a train, it sure would be a fast one, that could take this weary traveler around the bend. If heaven was a tear, it'd be my last one, and you'd be in my arms again. Don't cry a tear for me now, baby. There comes a time we all must say goodbye, and if that's what heaven's made of, you know I ain't afraid to die. Yeah, if that's what heaven's made of, you know I ain't afraid to die.
There was only you and me. We were young and wild and free. And now nothing can take you away from me. We've been down that road before, but that's over now. You keep me coming back for more.
And baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven.
Turn your world around, bring you up when you're feeling down. Now nothing can change what you mean to me. Oh, there's lots that I could say, but just
baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. Yeah,
I've been waiting for so long for something to arrive, for love to come along.
Now our dreams are coming true, through the good times and the bad. Yeah, I'll be standing there by you. Oh. And baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven, heaven.
You're all that I want, you're all that I need.
We're in heaven.
We're in heaven. We're in heaven.
Daddy, take me with you. I promise I'll be good. Daddy, this is next time, and Mama said I could. Sitting in the front seat, riding downtown, for an ice cream cone I'd wrap him around. My little finger, tighter than my baby curls. You can make a tear go a long, long way when you're daddy's little girl. Well, he tightened my bike chain from 7 to 13, taught me to drive when I was a wild thing. Reached and he prayed while I made some mistakes that I wouldn't have made if I'd have done it his way. Now he hugs me when he sees me. We talk about the past. He tries to give me money, and I try and give it back. He's a book of advice, more than I need. The look in his eyes is saying to me, let me help you all I can while I'm still in this world. What will you do when your daddy's gone and your daddy's little girl?
There's two things I know for sure. She was sent here from heaven, and she's daddy's little girl. as I drop to my knees by her bed at night. She talks to Jesus, and I close my eyes, and I thank God for all of the joy in my life. Oh, but most of all, for butterfly kisses with her mama there, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair. Walk me down the aisle, Daddy, it's just about time. Does my wedding gown look pretty, Daddy? Daddy, don't cry. With all that I've done wrong, I must have done something right to deserve her love every morning and butterfly kisses for life.
What'll I do when my daddy's gone?
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring you down, time can bend your knee. Time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging beyond the door. There's peace, I'm sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Thank you.
One day shy of 8 years old, when Grandma passed away, I was a broken-hearted little boy blowing out that birthday cake. And how I cried when the sky let go with a cold and lonesome rain. Mama smiled, said, "Don't be sad, child. Grandma's watching you today. 'Cause there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how you know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes if you're lonely, just remember she can see. There's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. Seasons come and seasons go, nothing stays the same. I grew up, fell in love, met a girl who took my name. Year by year, we made a life in this sleepy little town. I thought we'd grow old together. Lord, I sure do miss her now. But there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how I know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes when I'm lonely, I remember she can see. There's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. Well, my little girl's 23. I walk her down the aisle. It's a shame her mom can't be here now to see her lovely smile. They throw the rice, I catch her eye as the rain starts coming down. She takes my hand, says, "Daddy, don't be sad, 'cause I know Mama's watching now." And there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how you know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes when I'm lonely, I remember she can see. Yes, there's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. Watching over you and me. Watching over you and me. Watching